22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Carr going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Carr now to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw his Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. gains 9 yards on the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Stafford. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Demarcus Robinson, an 8-yard pickup, and a Rams first down.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Second down and 8.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss, landed right in his lap.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. To throw is Stafford. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began that, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off for the touchdown now.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchup, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Stafford looks to throw again. Touchdown, Rams!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Demarcus Robinson as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Saints take over first and
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going
down.
to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
From the 50, Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A.
41 yards for Sony Michel.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down carry. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Michel running up the gut. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now Carr, and this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. but he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another carry for Michelle on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr, his throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Carr. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Carr again. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Cards throw caught by Olave.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them.
Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Up the middle, it's Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Michel.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, it's Michelle. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give. This is Michelle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Michelle. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.